here's Mike at Crash Bushcraft, also known as Absorb Self Reliance. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Make this a quick, simple video. Over the years, I have developed all of these small skills, is what I call them, and the whole purpose of that is to make me being more self-reliant. It's not about being a top-notch bushcrafter. It's not about being the best hunter in the field. It's not about being the best canoeist. It's not about being the best hiker or the best shelter builder or the best outdoors living person or wilderness survival or anything of that nature. About a year and a half ago, I had decided that, I said that I have been learning this bushcraft stuff over these years, and I thought to myself, that's who I am. I'm a bushcrafter. Well, I have soon realized that's not all that I do. I have some bushcraft skills. I have some woodsman skills. I have some building skills. I have some forge skills. I have all kinds of different skills that are not master. They're small skills that I have developed over the years in order to continue that quest for knowledge. I don't think I will ever be a woodsman only, or a fisherman only, or an angler only, or a master deer hunter, or a master forgeman, or any of these other things. So I thought long and hard over these last few months, kind of taking a break away from YouTube to kind of get out there and do some of the things that I wanted to do and find out what it is that I really enjoy the most, and to be able to pass that along. And what I had came up with was absorbed self-reliance. Now, I've talked this over with a friend of mine, Donnie Pavellini, and he said, I like the name. He said, but I didn't understand what you meant by absorbed. And what I came up with that is over all of these years, I have absorbed so much knowledge, and I have a quest to continue that knowledge. That's why I go to YouTube. It's why I read books. It's why I listen to older folks that have been around. It's why all these years I have always just had this desire to be self-reliant, to be able to fend for myself without having to depend on someone else solely to make my day. I read up on first aid. I read up on different diseases. I read up on, the way the planet works, the way the air system works, the way the water works. It's not just becoming just about saying that I'm going to be able to run off into the woods and just live for the rest of my life, because one has that skill set that he can build a good shelter and he can stay warm. Feed yourself. Are you a trapper? Because you're going to run out of bullets, if that was the case and scenario. So how do you trap? What are the lures you use? What are some of the tricks you use? And you build off of that. So now that you have meat, well, you can't live off meat alone. How are you going to grow food? Do you know how to germinate? Do you know how to do this? Do you know when to plant? Do you know when to harvest? Do you know how to preserve the food to last longer? Do you know how to do so much? And that is why I decided to venture off into the things that I'm going to be doing. One of those things is actually going to be sitting down and, putting series together. Things that I think that, me personally, everyone should give it some kind of quest or thought or something of that nature. So, in a nutshell, basically, you're going to notice that it's going to veer out of Crash Bushcraft. It will be switched over to Absorbed Self-Reliance. Hopefully that'll be the last name that I ever come up with. I did spend a lot of time with it, and I wrote a lot of words down. I thought about it for a long time, and to me that was the best that I could come up with, because that is what I am. I am a sponge and a quest for knowledge. I want to absorb as much knowledge as I can get from you guys, from the books that I read, from the shows that I watch, from the time that I spend in the woods, from the time that I learn how to do this, to do that. So that's pretty much where we're at. So when you see it come across as saying absorb self-reliance, hey, don't forget me, that's Mike. I'll still keep the Crash Bushcraft tagged in there for a little while until everyone can kind of get adjusted to it. I apologize for the delay and stuff of getting some videos out and kind of being a brief hiatus from YouTube right now, but needed to get some things taken care of on my end so I can offer you the best quality content that I can put out there, and with the easiest set. And if you'll notice, a lot of the stuff that I do, it is not mastered by no means. It's just common stuff that you can learn to do, and shortcuts to get you by with what you need to get by with until you can get to something better, or you can learn to do it better. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you, all the time that you spent with me, and I hope I haven't scared anybody off with the new Absorb Self-Reliance. So keep that in mind and be looking for some stuff coming up soon. Thanks for watching, everybody.